Hi guys, it's Finnabair here. I'm back with the next video showing you part of our new release coming to the shops in January, February 2017. So I've got a new product to show you. This is called Alchemy Wax Antique Brilliance. The Antique Brilliance one that is a sister product to Metallic and Opal Magic Wax. So we've got 5 colors in this range, and they are quite unique idea. This is the concept, I think, is pretty unusual. So we've got wax that is going to give you 2 different colors, but much more visible than Opal Magic when you have just delicate pearl and iridescent visible on black. Here you will see colors on white and black quite easily. So this is a combination product. This is slightly different, and I hope you will like it because it's really lovely one. I love the colors and I just adore the effect you can get. So before, I'm going to show you some 2 basic techniques and ways of application. Maybe let's have a look at the colors. So there are 5 colors, as I said before, and there is one which is called Fire Ruby. So Fire Ruby, oops, okay, you can see it has this brownish tone here. This is the one of the base. This is this basic color that has the antique brown finish, and then on the other side, you can see the beautiful red tone that is going to be our metallic shimmer. So Fire Ruby. Then the next one, from the red ones, orange ones, okay, so yeah, this is like beautiful copper. You can see there is brownish tone showing. It's absolutely normal for this product. This is, as I told you, the base coming out, and you just have to rub it in. Red amber, beautiful color. Then we've got Amethyst Magic. Yeah, the same story. You can see the brown and this time the purple. Alright, so just to show you again the color of it. It's going to be brown with the purple. Mystic Turquoise. I think that will be favorite color for some people. Yeah, again, so you can see it is blue-green tone, beautiful one with a brown undertone to it. And finally, green, which we call Lucky Emerald. The same story, green with the brown undertone. Right? So what you can expect, this brown undertone is giving this antique finish to our projects. So let me show you what I really mean by brown undertone. This is the project that I made using 1 or 2 of the colors that I showed you. This is a plaque that I covered with simply one of the gessos. So for example, white heavy gesso. On the top of different kind of embellishments, there are some seashells. And now when you look at it closer at it, you can see there is the sparkle showing. And then this is beautiful, amazing vintage look, like coming from the dark wax. So this is what we've got in the jars. This is a combination of the dark wax with the metallic feel to it. So on the white projects, this is just, for example, that will be before and after, right? On the white projects, you will see the brown undertone and a bit of sparkle. And now let me show you the same combination on the black, right? So quite similar to Opal Magics. When you look at the black background covered in wax, this is going to show the full beauty and color of the metallic ingredients of the wax. So you can see here this was partly purple, partly blue, very rusty metal tin, covered in black gesso, and then we use the waxes. So if you'd like to now take a baby wipe like I did with the metallics, and try to rub it off. It doesn't come off. It's because the wax gets permanent after some time. It's like permanent protective finish, which is great for many projects when you're worried about the color coming off, that people will be rubbing that a lot. This is a great solution. Okay, so the same here. If you're trying to rub it off now, nothing. Yeah, so it's safe finish. How can you use the waxes? First of all, the two techniques I was showing with the metallics, no magics, you can rub them to show the details, or you can use them in a more deep way, right? You can just add the wax and then try to rub it off to show the details, to get this antique feeling. So let's start with the similar look to the one that we have here. Just, you know, showing the details, playing with highlighting. Very simple technique. I've got the black plug. Well, the plug is with nice details on them, so you'll be able to see them later. We need the colors, so maybe let's go with Fire Ruby, so the red one, and Amber. Alright, so we'll be orange and reds. And now if you want to just highlight the details, the easiest way to do it is just to rub it on. Take a tiny bit on your fingers, tiny bit, you can see it will go a long way, and just rub it on. If you put a lot on your fingers, it's going to be super shiny. If you're going to use just a bit, it's going to be more delicate tone. So you can see I just used a tiny bit. I'm going to add another color around it, maybe some purple. What is beautiful about the waxes, when they are wet, they blend very nicely. So you don't have to worry that you have to work really fast, because the drying time is quite long. But once they are dry, as I said before, they're going to get permanent. So the only thing you can do, you can just put another coat on the top. Antique Brilliance effect. So this is how you just rub it with your finger. Very easy technique, perfect for those of you who are not very confident when it comes to dry brushing, so perfect for finishing touches. Okay, so let's play now with the same colors but adding touches to another object. So we want to work on a effect that is going to be similar to this one. Here you can see there are blues, maybe some purples. So now we are going to go more in the warm tones, trying to use similar colors to this one just to show you the difference. Okay, so I've got little treasure box that I painted with white gesso before. This is just started with heavy gesso, but you can use any gesso you like. And of course heavy is going to give a little bit of the texture if you like it. So this was a simple treasure box, right? And now because I want to play a bit more with rubbing off the effect, I will have some baby wipes too, some kitchen roll, and I'm going to start with a brush so I can go in the details better, because your finger not always will be able to go in the details that much. So maybe I'll start with a bit of the purple. Just look at this tone, it's just happening naturally, right? So I'm adding as deep as I can. You can see the sparkle in it, right? And then when I'll be happy with this result, I'm going to rub off the top. So for example, you start to rub off with your finger or just the kitchen roll, showing the details, taking off the excess. Right? So the wax is going to stay deeper in the pores, and then the top will be lighter. Beautiful antiquing effect. If you feel that you prefer the baby wipes, you can try to do it with the baby wipes. You can see it comes off a bit, but doesn't take too much. This technique, in fact, is very similar to the techniques you can use for antiquing your furniture. So, you know, imagination is the limit, just giving you some hints. So you can see effect is pretty amazing, and you can get lovely results in no time. Of course, you can combine different tones, so if you want to add, you know, some of the darker tone highlights, of course you can play with that. It's your personal decision, but just as it is, just with one wax, it's going to look really good. Amazing. It's just transformation in a moment. So again, we were using Antique Brilliance Wax, new add-ons to our Alchemy line, and you could see the effect on black and effect on white. So two very different to each other effects, but both beautiful. I just love how easy it is to get this permanent antique effect. So if you will give drying time to your home decor or mixed media pieces, your journals, this is going to be permanent, just as I showed you before. You just have to remember, don't try to rub it off right away, because this is going to be you know, coming off and blending a little bit. This is a natural thing for the waxes, and so those of you who use waxes before, who know that wax works this way, you will be pretty confident to work with that. This is very simple but very beautiful, and what is great, in one wax you are getting two cool effects. You've got super shiny and you've got beautiful antique. I'm so excited about that. This is probably the best combination I found so far with waxes, and I'm absolutely in love. So you can expect more of the projects with this finish, because I'm very excited to play with that. So I hope you enjoyed, and if you want to learn more about waxes, there are two more videos. Metallic wax, which is full coverage, and then there is video about opal magic, so please join me for that, and you know, check out the other releases, because there is more of the good stuff coming. So thank you so much for watching. It was Finnabair from Prima Marketing, and I was showing you my new products, Art Alchemy Antique Brilliance Wax. So we've got antique, we've got brilliance, both visible in this project. Thank you so much, and please join me again.